Tem coisa aqui em cima? Não, porque o jogo não me deixa ir lá pra cima. Beleza. Moço. Deixa eu te acudir. Nossa, mãe.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
É, já era, já foi. Tá me vigiando? Eu, hein? Abusada. Nem sei se o batom tá bom. Às vezes...
By George and the Saints,
Ah,
you solved
tá
the
bom.
mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
Mais ou
Best come
menos.
as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Vamos lá.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Tem coisa aqui, sabia. Ó. Quase que deixei pra trás isso tudo, velho. Tá de sacanagem. Eu sou Zé Lutinho, então... Tá, não tem mais nada. Eu deveria ter visto isso antes. Tem mais nada, já peguei coisa aqui. Ok. Ei. Só não tem nada? Não, então tá, beleza. Vambora, gente. Tem colecionável aqui não? Nada? Beleza. Gente, eu quero o salário, tá? I don't know. Tô olhando pro espelho. Olha o reflexo aqui do jogo. Que meio estranho. Já deixa aquele like pra ajudar o canal, gente. Não esquece, por favor. Vai ajudar muito, tá? Vou agradecer pra caramba,
Where are we
velho.
headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest,
tá.
I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Olha o tamanho do
Pembroke
nariz, velho.
Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed, marvelous.
Ele é padre, né?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Vamos lá, vampirão. Vamos lá, vampirão. A música é legal, música é legal.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Então nós temos a roupinha. Ai, que bonitinho. Seria legal se a gente pudesse pegar essa roupinha pra... Leve-me para um hospital. Hospital bem Pembroke. Ó, peraí, calma. Tá, aqui não dá, que eu já sei que tá em vermelho. Calma. Calma. Tem coisa que vai pegar? Não, porque a gente sai daqui. Deixa eu ver o negócio aqui rapidinho.
It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Qualidade do sangue. A qualidade do sangue indica quanta experiência você receberá de um cidadão em particular. Quanto maior a qualidade do sangue, mais experiência você recebe. Enfeitiçar. Para beber o sangue de sua presa, primeiro é preciso enfeitiçá-la. E será que eu faço isso, mano?
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
É que eu faço isso? Não sei. Daí, calma. Tentação. Aperte para abraçar ou para liberá-lo. Abraçar de considerar um grande bônus de experiência, mas que haverá consequências. Aprender mais sobre o cidadão e coletar as pistas nessa mudança.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Dá tempo ainda? Tá, a gente tem um... Provavelmente vai ter alguma coisa sobre karma, velho. E... eu poderia ter levado ele lá pra enfermaria, mas tudo bem. Make it...
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Tá, a gente já viu que tem um cara lá atrás, né? Eu deveria ter levado ele pra cá, velho. O cara sumiu, velho. O cara sumiu. Ó, tem como a gente... Ó, tem como a gente ver o que tá aqui. Eu não sei se tem coisa pra coletar aqui, velho. A gente pode entrar.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Jardim? Aqui é o lutar não, velho. Eu tô no horário de trabalho, sabe? Poxa, ele não corre, né? Eu queria uma... Tem que ter uma roupa mais adequada pro vampirão desse. Vampirão doutor. Opa. Popular. Tá.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Mulher cheia de sangue na mão. Isso... Higiene, hein? Quem é o doutor?
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Ô, mulher.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Metida.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
Quanto tempo de
I
live
gave him
já?
a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Uma hora tá bom de live, hein?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Olha uma ring light, velha. A ring light, aqui, ó. Tudo escuro. Gente, mas vai fazer um calor se eu botar uma ring light aqui. Putz, velho. Pensar em aumentar o ventilador. Ó, o cabelo amanhã. It's locked. Devido à gripe, este hospital não está aceitando mais pacientes. Desculpa, importante. Claro que eu vou conversar com o pessoal. Será que eu converso com o pessoal? Dá pra conversar.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
Tô com fome.
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before. At the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Vida em Londres, perguntas pessoais. Como estão as coisas por aqui? Conte-me sobre a equipe.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Bonitinho. Lado positivo e administração.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve. But I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Ah, aqui é pista. Aqui é pista, beleza, Deus.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Obrigada pela informação, que eu já esqueci.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Vamos negociar. Sério? O verde é o quê?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ah, tá. Ele... Tá, beleza. A gente precisa das coisas pra arma, né, velho? Agora eu não lembro o que é. Tenho 57 de dinheiro. 32? Mercenário, velho. Pó de alumínio. Pigmento de alumínio. Foi meio estranho isso aqui, velho. Tá, tem como você conversar com várias pessoas.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Deus, não vou nem perguntar, velho.
Call me if you need assistance.
É um NPCzinho. Obrigada, moça. Eu ainda acho que esse pessoal está escondendo. Opa, vê uma mulher estranha essa aqui, hein?
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Olha a cara da mulher.